If you told me at the beginning of November that this would be my life, I would have said you were crazy. The only thing left to do is to close the door behind me, leave my keys, and go. Welcome to the Visualize Meditations podcast, hosted by your friend Sasha, a Chopra certified meditation teacher. The first step to creating the life of your dreams is to create a clear and compelling vision for what you want for the future. I'll be guiding you on visualization meditation so you can get clear on your deepest desires. Let's get started so you can turn your vision into a reality. Hi, hello, welcome to this episode. I didn't know I was going to be recording this, but alas, inspiration struck. Let me paint the scene for you. I am currently in my Miami apartment and I am moving out. All of my stuff is packed. 5 boxes were shipped yesterday to my parents' house. 3 duffel bags were brought to a hotel last night. Thankfully, my neighbor is the freaking best and helped me move these super heavy duffel bags. And this morning, I have to be out before 11 a.m. All my stuff is packed, ready to go, and I'm about to leave. And I figured the last couple of things I had to do, I wrote a note to my ex-partner, and I cleaned up a little bit, packed all my stuff, and the only thing left to do is to close the door behind me, leave my keys, and go. I just wanted to record this moment in time because it is so pivotal and it is so transitional and it is so important to my story and my growth. I moved here 2.5 years ago with my now ex-boyfriend. We broke up about a month ago at this point. It took me 2 years to really feel like this was home. I moved from New York. I wasn't thrilled about leaving as quickly as we did, but we did, and the timing felt right, and it was great, and it took me a long time to really settle into my new city. I'm a very social person. I need friends around all the time, and building out community from scratch was way harder than I expected it to be. But I put in work. I put in serious work, and by the end, I was really happy. I finally made good friends. I finally had community around me that I was so happy with. And then all of this happened, and my mom says it best. Life picked me up by the scruff of the neck and was like, okay, you need to be in a new life. You're not meant to be in this life. And that's exactly what happened. I'm not going to talk about why we broke up, and I'm not going to talk about what happened that led to the breakup, to respect my boundaries and also to respect his, because I freaking love him and want to make sure that his privacy is also respected. But what I will talk about is how I'm dealing with it emotionally. And to be honest with you, right now, I'm really feeling very sad and angry about the fact that I've had to spend the last 2 weeks saying goodbye to Miami. And oh my, it was a freaking send-off, okay? The story time is crazy, and we can get into it. But I've spent the last 2 weeks saying goodbye to my friends, enjoying Miami during freaking Art Basel, by the way, and really just living it up on a freaking bender, okay? So I've spent the last 2 weeks doing that. After this, I will be at a hotel hanging out with my dad. He's in town for a wedding, and we're staying at a fucking iconic Miami hotel. We're staying at the Fontainebleau. So iconic. I'm really excited to be staying there, and I'll be living it up over there, really enjoying my last couple of days in Miami. I've been so focused on the move and saying goodbye to everybody that I haven't had a second to breathe, to slow down, to really just pause, because I've just been go for the last however long. I mean, I can tell you however long. Let's get freaking into it. This is my Miami going away party, okay? I came back to Miami after Thanksgiving. I had one day to myself to get my shit sorted. And honestly, I was so miserable in the north. I was so fucking cold. I was freezing. Get me out of this cold immediately. As soon as I got to Miami, my mood elevated 10 points. I was just immediately happier. I was like, oh, yes, I'm home. I'm in my own space. I got to the apartment and I thought I was going to be sad. I thought I was going to be sad in this apartment, in our home that we built together all by myself. But honestly, I wasn't. This is home. This is home at this point. And it feels so good to be in this space. So I had one evening to myself, and then I had some really close friends come to visit. They were with me for 3 days and we lived it up. I showed them around my neighborhood. We went out for dinner. I took them to the spa. We had a little daycation at the Standard, which if you're ever in Miami, I highly suggest do the fucking spa package, hang out by the pool, hang out by the spa, go to the speakeasy, go to the Lido, hang out in the lobby, do some work. It's truly my favorite daycation in Miami. Oh my God, a million times over. It is my favorite thing. So what an incredible send-off. We went out for dinner at my local spa. I showed them my favorite beach. And that was really difficult too, because we went to my favorite beach on a Sunday afternoon, and that's when me and my ex would go, and I'd be like, wow, this really sucks. This really sucks. Breakups fucking suck. They fucking suck. And I'm dealing with waves of emotion all the time. I go through waves of sadness and waves of anger and waves of relief and waves of excitement. Regardless, they left. I was alone for one day to get my shit sorted, deep clean the apartment, work my ass off, get a lot done. The next day, I have a wellness event all day. Actually, I need to go back. The night before the wellness event, I did the most unwell fucking thing, okay? I went to the bar. My friend DJs at this local bar, Dom's. If you're in Brickell in Miami, go to Dom's, hung out with my pals. I didn't realize how close I was to all of my neighbors until I had to say goodbye to all of them. And I'm like, wow, literally 80% of the community I'm close to in Miami are my freaking neighbors. I know so many people in this building. Everyone is social, so friendly, and everyone has been so kind. One neighbor brought me boxes. One neighbor helped me take my boxes to UPS. One neighbor helped me bring my bags over to the Fountain Blue last night. One neighbor is bringing me stuff. They all came through for a fucking party. We'll fucking get there, okay, by the way. We went to the bar, hung out with them. I was only going to stay for one drink. And listen, I'm not drinking this year, so I had like my sparkling water with lime. I was only going to stay for one of those and just go home, go to sleep, but neighbors kept coming. We kept hanging out. I'm like thinking, okay, guys, good night. I'm going to bed. No, there's an after party at our friend's place and he makes his own hookah. So we're up smoking hookah until 2:30 in the morning, talking about everything, talking about what's fucking happening and them giving me their insights. And honestly, it was so insightful. Even like the night before. Oh, I didn't even mention this. The night before, freaking pizza night. Okay. I'm sorry I'm all over the place. I really should do this chronologically, but you have to understand the last 10 days have been a freaking bender. Okay. And it's all been a blur. It's been non-stop. The next day, I have a wellness event all day. It's a whole crazy thing. Deepak Chopra did a guided meditation, which first of all, I'm certified by Deepak Chopra, so it's mind blowing. This was my second time at this wellness event. It's called the Wellness Oasis. This was my second time there, and Deepak Chopra did a meditation both times, but they had Goldie Hawn and Joe Jonas and Ashlyn Harris, and they had all these incredible speakers. Wellness event 2 days in a row. So get this, okay? I do this for 24 hours. I wake up, I go to the wellness event. At the wellness event all day, go straight from the wellness event to a drag dinner with my girlfriends. Go to dinner with my girlfriends. First of all, I sat in traffic for 2 hours going to dinner, which was fine. Honestly, it gave me some time to just chill. Go to dinner, whatever. Go home. I have another guest that comes through, which I'm not going to share publicly, but I had another guest come through and beat them back here by 10 minutes. We go to freaking pregame. We pregame with their friends. And then we all go to club space until 7 o'clock in the morning. So I'm literally up doing Art Basel for 24 hours. We get 2 hours of sleep. We get up, we get breakfast. We go to look at some fucking art. And then we come back, watch Harry Potter, take a quick power nap, and then everyone comes over to mine for a freaking party. And it's a pregame, but honestly ended up being the main game because we all know that the pregame is like better than whatever you're going to after. We all freaking know that. So everyone's at mine here until 3 o'clock in the morning, having a proper send off to this apartment. And then after that, get 5 hours of sleep, get up, see more art, get back here, change, and go to a concert 2 blocks down. And then the neighbor who DJs, we go to his apartment for an after party and we're there until 3 o'clock in the morning. And then I get up, have to freaking work. And then I'm hanging out with my neighbor in the evening, like smoking up and chilling out. And at that point, I'm going to my regular yoga class in the evening. I get 20 minutes through this yoga class and I am so fucked up. I had to leave 20 minutes through, came back, slept for 12 hours, woke up sick as a fucking dog, and then get up, work again, come back, super sick again, sleep for another 12 hours, get up, I spent my last day moving my stuff, having lunch with another close neighbor, and hanging out by the pool, which is my happy place, my favorite spot. I'm truly so sad to be leaving the pool. It's like my happy place. I do all my great thinking, all my great ideas. It's my space for joy. I never work there. It's where I do my reading, my journaling, my talking to friends, my brainstorming about my business. I do all of it at the pool, and it's truly my space. Like, it's not something I shared with my ex. He like really never came with me. So I said goodbye to the pool, and then I went to Dom's last night. I went to Dom's and I saw my neighbors, and then I fucking dropped my bags at the Fontainebleau, came home and slept, and here we are now. So honestly, sorry if that was confusing. That's how crazy my last 10 days have been. And honestly, I'm dealing with a lot. It's like my busy season at work. I just launched my second podcast. I've been dealing with Art Basel logistics, saying goodbye to everybody, moving. And also I'm going to be traveling for a year. So the logistics of traveling for a year, if I can emulate one thing from my next door neighbors, they are the most chill people ever. My next door neighbor always says, I'm stressed, but I ain't stressing, which means like, yes, shit's stressful and stuff is going down, but I'm not going to fucking worry about it. I'm just going to be here. I'm just going to do my thing. And I'm realizing that my typical emotional home is to go to stress and overwhelm. I typically load up my plate with a lot of shit to do. And I'm realizing now that I have to take things one thing at a time with whatever's most time sensitive, chronological order, especially when everything is building up. Like, this is not one thing to deal with. It's not just a breakup. Like, I'm dealing with the breakup emotionally on top of all this other stuff I'm talking about. It's not just one thing. It's a lot of things all at once that are huge life-changing things all at the same time. And it's a lot to deal with. The last 10 days have been about saying goodbye to Miami, being present with the loved ones I've cultivated here. It took me so long to build a community here. And now that I have, I'm so grateful. Like, people kept saying, oh, is it bittersweet? And I'm like, no, it's just fucking bitter. I don't want to leave. I'm really sad that I'm leaving. I'm so sad to be leaving my friends. I'm so sad to be leaving Miami and the fucking warmth and all of that. But now, the morning that I'm leaving, it is bittersweet. And you know why it's bittersweet is because it's bitter because I'm sad to be going and I'm really angry that I'm leaving. But it's sweet because I never thought I was going to be in a place where I finally had loved ones, community in Miami, and that this was finally going to be home. And what an amazing thing that I have something that's so hard to say goodbye to. Miami and this amazing group of people that I've grown to love over 2.5 years. And the only thing I can do personally is deal with one thing at a time, peacefully and with grace, and giving myself as much space as possible to grieve what I'm going through and go through the waves of emotion. If you're sad, fucking cry. If you're angry, be angry. If you're relieved, feel relieved. Go through whatever emotions are happening, because not only am I grieving the end of my relationship that I was in for 7 years, not only am I grieving the life that we sat down and planned out together, I'm also grieving the end of my life in Miami for right now. Maybe I'll come back. I don't know. So giving myself the space to do that, and then also just giving myself the space to feel excited. I am traveling for the entire year of 2025, maybe more. I don't know. I don't know where the hell I'll be. And everyone keeps asking me, like, do you know where you're going to end up after this year? No, I have no idea. I could end up in a farm in Australia. I could end up in Paris, working from the Paris office. I could end up back in New York. I could end up back in Miami. I could end up on freaking Mars. Okay? I could end up anywhere. The world is literally my oyster. It's funny because every friend I talk to keeps saying to me, oh my God, I'm so jealous that you're in this position. Really? Are you fucking kidding? My 7-year relationship ended and I'm so sad and I'm being ripped from my home and you're jealous? And everyone's like, yeah. And honestly, I get it, because I'm at a unique opportunity in my life right now where I'm at the prime of my youth. I have no responsibilities. I'm not paying for rent anymore, so I can pay for freaking plane tickets. I'm staying with friends and family all over the world. And I just have to be smart about budgeting, but hell yeah, I can do that. I'm at the prime of my youth and I have zero limits. And we always say this question, if you could do anything with no limits, what would you do? And we always ask this question theoretically. But at this point in my life, I can ask that question and actually think about it in reality. If I could do anything with no limits, what would I do? I can go anywhere. I can be anything, do anything, be with anyone, whatever, whenever, however, why ever. That's not even a fucking word, but who cares? I can do anything I want. And it's the coolest thing. It's truly the coolest opportunity of my life to be able to just pick up and go. Thankfully, I have a job that is so flexible with me. I'm already fully remote and they're completely on board. I love my job. I love my company so much. My 9 to 5, it pays my bills. It's where I spend a majority of my time, during the week. But I'm so grateful to them that they enable me to do this and enable me to go out and be free. And I'm so grateful for that. And I'm so grateful that I'm in a really unique opportunity and position where I get to just fucking go. I get to go. I get to travel the entire world, traveling from loved one's house to loved one's house, from place to place, from space to space, just soaking up all of the lessons that life has to offer me. And when all of this went down, I was sitting in my Tony Robbins event and I said, okay, universe, I know you're taking me for a journey. This was very unexpected and I will surrender to the experience. Whatever is meant for me will find me. Whatever is meant for me will come to me. And that's what's happened. If you told me at the beginning of November that this would be my life, I would have said you were crazy. I would have actually laughed in your face and thought you were joking or thought you were on some sort of drug. But this is my life now, and the universe wanted something different for me, and I'm surrendering to the experience of whatever that looks like. I'm welcoming whatever lessons are meant to happen. I'm welcoming whatever growth is expected to happen. I know my growth is going to be exponential because when you put yourself on the outside of your comfort zone, that's where growth happens. And I'm literally taking myself out of my comfort zone and like, whoop, over there, bye comfort zone, see you never. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Yes, both realities exist at the same time, that I am so sad and so angry and relieved and excited and happy and bittersweet. I feel all of it at once. It's like a freaking tornado. And that's okay. And that's okay to feel all of these things within the same 5 fucking minutes, because let's be real, that's what this is. It's all of it all at once. Now I'm sitting here, literally as soon as I put down this mic and I'm putting my laptop in my bag and I'm walking out those doors, I'm looking around this apartment. Dear Miami, thank you for the last 2.5 years. Thank you for all the growth, all the lessons, all the laughter, and all the love. I'm so, so grateful that this relationship and this city have been a part of my story. And even though this chapter ended abruptly and out of nowhere and unexpectedly, the divine timing of it all is no coincidence. And I truly hear you, universe, whoever's out there, that I was meant for something different right now. And that I'm meant to grow from whatever this brings. You have to have the breakdown before the breakthrough. You have to go through it in order to go through it. You have to really suffer to have lessons. You have to really fail and fall on your face, be broken in order to be stronger. I'm just so grateful for all of it. And I was really happy in my life. I was really happy in my relationship. I was happy in Miami. It took a lot of work to get there in both areas, my life and my relationship. I'm grateful that I can look back on all of this time in my relationship and in this city with pretty much nothing but love and gratitude. That I was so blessed to be able to experience it and have the best fucking seat. I guess that's it, guys. I'll keep you guys updated on my journey. I will be traveling around. If there's one prayer that anyone ever needs, it's thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's really all I have to say is thank you, motherfucking thank you. It's been a good ride, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Visualize Meditations podcast. Please follow, subscribe, leave a review, all of the good things. If you want to connect more, you can find me on TikTok and Instagram at
Visualize Meditations.
So what are you waiting for? Get out there, create the life of your dreams, and we will see you next week.